All right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. Once we get through this little period, this little COVID quarantine situation, I think we'll see a lot of skits about all of these technical difficulties, Zoom calls, pitch competitions, all the things. So thankfully, we're all in this together as always. And we really appreciate all of your grace and all of your patience and understanding and giving us time to get those issues worked out. And thank you for rejoining us. So again, my name is Kyla Woods. I'm so thrilled to be your host and MC tonight for Life Pitch, which is Mortar's official graduation celebration and pitch competition. So we have 10 pitchers tonight. And we have a class of 14 graduating, and the class name is Corn Team. So really great name. I can't say that enough. So before we get back into our pitch competition, just want to make a few announcements. Again, remember that you have a little more time if you do want to cast your vote with dollars for our People's Choice Award. So you want to text Life's a Pitch, P exclamation point, TCH to 44321, and you can donate to a business there. And again, with the company with the most money will be awarded the People's Choice Award at the end of our competition. So you still have time to do that if you'd like to do that as well. And also, something great to announce to you all. Did you hear that Mortar was announced as a finalist for Impact 100? Woo! Yes, thank you. Yay! Lots of reasons to celebrate. So Mortar is thrilled to be one of the finalists for Impact 100. Impact 100 is a women's philanthropic organization here in Cincinnati. Actually, a global organization that started right here in Cincinnati, just like Mortar. And Mortar has been named a finalist for their grants this year. So very excited, and you'll see more on our social channels about that upcoming ceremony in September. So stay tuned for that. But Mortar is really excited and grateful to be in the finalist category for that awards. So, all right, let's go into our next contestant, pitcher, graduate. She's amazing. You maybe heard a little bit from her a few minutes ago, and she's gonna give you the gusto right now. So everyone, please welcome Chantel Collins, owner of Tailored Confetti. Woo!
Does becoming a mom prohibit you from being an entrepreneur, or perhaps following your passion? Well, judges, this is what I thought 8 years ago. I remember sitting in a cubicle at one of the largest banks in the Midwest, jotting down on a sheet of paper all of the events that I wanted to plan. In the midst of brainstorming, I even came up with a creative name, and on March 28, 2012, Tailored Confetti LLC was born. I remember landing my first event and getting check in hand, ready to take on my next one. But little did I know, my plans would soon change. I found out that I was pregnant, and I made the personal decision to put a stop on my brand. However, I did not let my vision die. Although it was not a formal part of my job description, I still found ways to plan events. I joined our Young Professionals Board, eventually became the co-chair, and grew a robust network where I landed larger events. Although all these great things were happening and I was being promoted, in the back of my mind, I continued to think, what if? And last summer, I decided it was no longer a question, but a choice, and I decided to choose me. Thinking about the culture that I wanted for my business, it took me back to 2008, when I was chosen to be a vacation planner at Walt Disney World. I came in contact with so many people from diverse backgrounds and cultures, but one thing that we shared in common was our sense of excitement for the Disney brand. Just the high quality and the detail, that's definitely something I want to exude for my business. My name is Chantel Collins, and I am the owner and event producer for Tailored Confetti LLC. We are a one-stop shop for all of your corporate or social event needs. We provide coordination for large and small sectors. We also provide event retail, whether you need a portable stage or lighting. And we also produce our own tailored events for the tri-state. Now more than ever, it's so important to diversify your brand during this pandemic. I'm proud to say during this 15-week cohort, while working full-time, I was able to successfully plan 3 online events I got a profit from. This is where I need your help. We could use your funds to help with some of our larger event retail items, marketing, and some of the amazing innovative ideas I have. If you're excited about my brand just as much as me, please go to my website, www.tailoredconfetti.com. You can subscribe to get my website launch date, and you can get a link for my social media as well. No matter the tailored entanglements, we can turn it into a tailored creation. Remember, tell a neighbor to go tailored. Thank you.
Woo! That girl said entanglement.
Entanglement.
Now time questions from our judges. Y'all, we have to have fun, okay?
I had to get it in there.
Made it back. She got entanglement in here. All right, who has our first question? Hands up if you have a question. Going once?
Yes, no question.
It was so convincing. Yes, okay, Dunny, you're up.
What do you think is going to be sort of your most successful type of event moving forward? What do you think is going to be like the biggest source of, as from a business perspective, source of revenue or stability?
Absolutely. I feel within the corporate sector would be where I would get a large amount of revenue. I have extensive experience, 10 plus years. I planned Fifth Third Bank's first sustainability event last year at the Cincinnati Zoo. So I have a ton of experience that I'm ready to share with all the corporations all around. So I believe that will be my biggest source of revenue, to have those staple events each year. And I can do your events as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great question, Dunny. Do we have one more question from any of our judges? All right, going once. Okay, great. Yeah. Great job, Chantel. All right, we're rolling right along. She said entanglement. I just can't get past that. I know you guys were like, that girl just said entanglement. Man, that was good. All right, we're getting right along with our pitchers and graduates tonight. And we also, again, a reminder, we're telling you about our other 4 graduates who will not be pitching tonight, but they will be graduating. So we want to share some of their business information as well. And next up there is Brittney Smith with Queen City Skates. Queen City Skate promotes fun, fitness, community, and youth advocacy, creating an experience for everyone. Experience live music, dancing, parties, and youth programming. For additional info, contact Queen City Skate 513@gmail.com. And there is Brittney, Queen City Skate. Be on the lookout for that business as well. All right, coming up next, our next pitcher and graduate is Annette Waters, owner of 1122. Welcome, Annette.
Hi guys, I am I starting now?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So I am Annette Waters, owner of Annetta's Beauty Bar and founder of Good Hair Product Line, but I'm here to present to you my new line, 1122 vegan products. And I've been in the beauty industry for 10 plus years. Some people know me as a hairstylist, their hair, their friend, but most importantly, a mother to a 4-year-old Power Ranger. He made me add that, so. But I just wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions that I've had to ask myself continuously over the years. Have you ever picked up a bottle of a product and you didn't understand those crazy ingredients? Or have you ever had a side effect from a product or an allergic reaction? Or have you ever been misdiagnosed or diagnosed with some type of illness that could have been easily healed with a home remedy? Well, I have, and I can say yes to that 1,000 times. So one of the situations that stood out to me the most was when my 10-month-old son at the time was misdiagnosed with a skin condition, something I cannot even pronounce. But because of that situation, I had to do some research and not use any of those steroid-filled prescriptions, and I was able to heal his skin condition. But because of situations like this, I knew it was important to develop 1122. 1122 is vegan, eco-friendly products that revitalize, heal condition. And most importantly, our clients, our customers are looking for products that don't contain carcinogens. Nothing crazy in it, but they really are nutrient rich and they, really help your skin. So for instance, my first product from this product line is my vegan hair and edge growth elixir. And it's filled with a lot of nutrients, but it's gentle enough to use on a baby. It's got oleic acid to prevent moisture loss. It's got a lot of vitamins and nutrients. It's got all types of goodies to help revitalize, soothe your skin, and heal your scalp. So I'm in the developmental stage. Of course, I have experience with another product, but I want to do this the right way. And that's why I needed Mortar, and that's why I need you guys to really help me with my dream. We want to provide vitamins, deodorants, things that don't have carcinogens. Imagine what we could do if we teach younger kids how to heal their skin and how to eat to cleanse and prevent acne and skin issues and things like that. So if you want to reach me, you can contact me on my business page at Annetta's Beauty Bar on Instagram. info@AnnettasBeautyBar is my email. And I can't even think what, yeah, you can reach me there. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening.
All right, great job, Annette. Wonderful job. So we will take questions from our judges at this time. We'll get them back up on the screen, and once we get everyone there, if anyone has the first question, feel free to raise your hand and let us know, and then go for it. We have one. Is that Rico? Yes.
Hey, Annette, great job. Question, you mentioned something that I'm extremely interested in, which is educating about hair and skincare. Can you iron that out for me a bit? Do you have anything embedded in your business model or anything in the future that that will, educate the public on how to use your products?
So in light of COVID and my experience with the salon and having another product line, I wanted a different approach. I wanted to have more of an interactive website, and we want to teach people the medicinal properties of these ingredients so they can do it on their own. And of course, me being a part of boards, I've gone to schools and done things to try to teach people, because what if you pick your own, or you grew your own alone, utilize those plants to create some type of, healing cream, or, even if you ate it, it would benefit you. And I want to make sure that I give that to you guys so you'll understand what to do with these products. And of course, that's one from me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great question, Rico. Thank you. And we have time if we have one more question. And if not, we'll.
I think Bill has one in the chat here.
Oh, yes. Oh, Bill, sorry about that. Okay, Bill says, how will customers buy your product? Website, hair care professionals, etc. Great question.
Okay, so yes, that is a great question. Right now, we just opened my salon back up in May, so we're still working on a business concept. But like I said, I want it to be an interactive website. I'm going for e-commerce with this product line so I can reach more people. And when I am at pop-up shops and stuff, I'll be able to sell and give information there, but mostly it'll be based online.
Great question. All right, give it up again for Annette Waters, owner of 1122. Woo! All right, thank you. And thank you to my judges. Rico, I appreciate you letting me know that Bill put the question in the chat, because we're distancing again, so I was a little far away. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you all so much for letting me know that. Okay, we're gonna keep it rolling with our next graduate and pitcher. Her name is Naomi Sayons, and she's the owner of Pigeon. Welcome, Naima.
Hello, everyone. My name is Naomi Sayons, and I am a graphic designer and illustrator based here in Cincinnati. I have always had a love of greeting cards, especially designs and illustrations on the front, but the ones that were available to me didn't really relate to me as a young Black creative woman. You see, those cards were similar to painting white doll brown. It was like her new skin color made her look Black, but it was something about her facial features, her style of dress, and even her hair texture that still resembled her white counterpart. So that's the reason why I decided to create Pigeon, which was founded to be more expressive. You see, we don't do regular greeting cards painted brown. Instead, we are inspired and empowered by the richness of Black culture, representing every aspect of it, from the slang to the swag to the melanin. Pigeon is Black culture printed on cardstock, and it lives at the center of Black communities, families, and warm places of gathering. So of course, you can grab a greeting card and take it to the cookout for your aunts, uncles, and cousins to sign, or one of the guys can take it back to the team at the barbershop and have everyone sign for the OG of the group. Situations that actually relate to Black people and Black culture. The greeting card designs on the front will be bold, pop art inspired illustrations. So we're talking bright colors, fun patterns, and of course, gold chains. Some of the cards will be blank on the inside. Others will have pre-written messages that will sound just as dope and rhythmic as if you were to rap them. They will be easily accessible, so you can grab some on your way home from your favorite soul food restaurant, from Lash Bar, Clothing Boutique, anywhere that you want to. To bring this vision to life and to cover our startup costs, we're looking to raise $5,000. This funding will go towards inventory, displays for our retail partners' locations, packaging and marketing needs, and a new fully functioning website that will serve as the online home for our brand. It will also serve as a place for our retail partners to repurchase inventory when they sell out. So because Pigeon is all about the community and all about the love, it would mean a lot to me if you show us some love by going over to our one-page website, talkpigeontome.com, share it, explore it, and make a donation that will go completely towards our launch. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Our handle is at talkpigeontome. Thank you all so much.
Great job, Naima. All right, it is time for questions from our judges. And you guys know the drill. If we have anyone who wants to go first, give us a hand, or you can write it, I guess, and I'll make sure that I can get over there and see it. Yeah, Rico. Oh, we got Rico.
Go ahead, Ashley. Go ahead.
So I was gonna say, I just love the concept. I love cards. I always buy cards for people, but I never send them. But I'm always thinking of people. So I really love your concept. And so you talked a little bit about having them placed in different places. So where do you plan to sell the cards? Because, these days you see Hallmarks are closing and, we're not really going out much. So how do you plan to get the cards to people? And also, will the cards be digital at all? Or are they hard cards?
Yeah, good question. Okay, so I am actually in the city looking to place at a couple of places. So I'm interested in Black Coffee. Is a spa on Montgomery Road called Grace and Grit. Just places where people go for services that they can just see it on the counter and like, hey, this looks really nice. I just want to give somebody a card today. I just want to show them that I love them today. Also, they will be available in different formats. That is something I plan to do in the future. So I do have hard copies, but then I do want to do digital versions as well.
Great. Yeah, so my question is a little more on the competition side. So a 35-year-old male like myself walks into Kroger and buys his mom a Mother's Day card the day of, because that's what we do, right? What makes me pick up your card over Mahogany's?
Okay. I think one of the things that I really try to do with Pigeon's cards is to really bring home the culture. I feel like Mahogany has that, again, the white doll with the brown skin tone where it just looks like it's for a Black person, right? But it don't speak to Black people. So I want to use language that we're comfortable with, imagery that we're comfortable with. Maybe I would relate to like a current rapper or a current singer that, that we play at the cookout or something like that. That is something that I'm looking to bring versus Mahogany, where they're just kind of a greeting card with a brown person on the front.
Great response. Thank you.
Everybody's doing such a great job, and our judges have some phenomenal questions for our students. So we really appreciate the input and the engagement. And we want to tell you about another of our students that is not pitching, but will graduate tonight. Her name is Rita Wade. She is the owner of Be Essential Learning Center of Excellence. At Be Essential, we aim to provide children an integrative and holistic learning experience by promoting physical, mental, and emotional growth for children ages 6 weeks to 5 years of age. Please contact us at beessentialllc@gmail.com for more information. There she is. That's Rita Wade with Be Essential Learning Center of Excellence. Be sure to check her out as well. All right, our next graduate and pitcher, please welcome Daphne Thomas, owner of Ethereal Spa and Bath House. Woo!
Your day was hectic. You probably attended several Zoom meetings. You turned on the news or social media and seen more disheartening information. You may be experiencing some discomfort in your body due to aging or working out. Not to mention, anxiety is pretty high right now due to the social climate in our nation and due to the current global health crisis. While we are in the midst of what most are calling the new normal, I'm here to tell you that that is not the whole truth. The truth is, self-care is vital now and all the time. I'm Daphne Thomas, and welcome to Ethereal Spa and Bath House. Ethereal Spa and Bath House is a new boutique health and wellness company that is designed to whisk you away from all the stresses of everyday life. From the moment you walk into our space, you are greeted by name, handed your favorite glass of detox water, wine, or tea, and your room is waiting for you. At Ethereal Spa and Bath House, we are mindful of every detail, from the sound to the lighting to the all-natural oils and lotions that we use. Our guests experience total care. While you are in our presence, you are not worried about what you want, what you need, what lies behind you, or what is ahead of you. You are fully present, being cared for, and experiencing what it is to feel whole. We are currently looking for space, preferably an OTR of 1,200 to 1,300 square feet. And we are also looking to work with a designer who is very passionate about their craft and also passionate about creating healing spaces for people. You can email us at bliss@Ethereal Spa and Bathhouse and follow us on Instagram at Ethereal Spa and Bathhouse to keep up on opening dates and also to join our emailing list. Thank you.
All right. Stephanie Thomas, Ethereal Spa and Bathhouse. And it's time for questions from our esteemed panel of judges. Would anyone like to go first? Yes, Ashley.
Yeah, so great job. So my question is, given COVID and social distancing and all the different parameters put in place, how has that impacted like your business model for what you're planning to do?
Great question. We are not open yet. We hope to open in a post-COVID world. And if not, we are prepared to follow any CDC guidelines with all intentions on making sure that our space is clean, sanitized, and that all of our guests and employees are safe.
Great question. Do we have one more? Going once? Oh, yes. Yes, Danny.
Hey, Daphne. Good to see you.
Hey, Danny.
Love this. Do you?
We lost you for a moment there. If you could give us your question one more time, Danny.
Oh, I hadn't even asked it yet. I just wanted, will people be able to, is it by like appointment for a certain one-off thing, or is it you come and you get to spend the day there trying different things?
Yeah, we will have packages available. We'll have appointments, and then during the times where we don't have appointments, we'll have some options for walk-in as well.
Cool. I'm excited to come visit one day.
Thank you so much to our judges. Let's give it up again to Daphne Thomas, Ethereal Spa and Bathhouse. Woo! All right. We're moving right along, everyone. We only have 3 more pictures. Crazy, right? It's going really fast. Okay. So, a reminder for you, we're running out of time to get your votes in via donations to a business if you'd like to cast your vote for People's Choice. So a reminder to you to text Life's a Pitch, P exclamation point TCH to 44321 to cast your vote, again, with a donation to the business that you would like to see win the People's Choice Award here. And we'll be closing that soon, around 7-ish. So go ahead and get those final votes in for that. And coming up next, please welcome Jennifer Ingram, owner of Calibrated Lens.
Do I get to see the time? Oh, sorry. All right.
You're good. Go.
Oh, thanks. So, are we?
Yes. Yep.
Are we starting?
And your time. Yep. Your time. So we started over. You can go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
The actions of today will dictate and determine the history of tomorrow. I remember when I was in grade school, in that 1 month every year, when we learn about the giants of the civil rights movement. And I always wondered, if I were alive in the 1960s, what would I have done? Well, none of us have to ask that question anymore. The year is 2020, and we are in the civil rights movement of our time. And the actions that each and every one of us are taking today will be a part of our legacy and impact generations to come. For many, they've realized over the past few months that everyone isn't experiencing inclusion and everyone isn't safe. Everyone isn't safe within their community, but more importantly, and most surprisingly, everyone's not experiencing safety in the workplace. What that means and how that translates impacts all of us in our productivity, our performance, each and every day. I'm Jennifer Ingram, founder and CEO of Calibrated Lens. I work with organizations to transform traditional views of diversity, equity, and inclusion by enhancing productivity, performance, and brand presence across dimensions of difference. We inspire clients each and every day to embrace that the past ways of doing this work just aren't working anymore. Having a taco during Cinco de Mayo in the cafeteria or a float in the Pride Parade isn't actually doing the work. Despite billions of dollars being spent, traditional diversity and inclusion programs have become outdated. They need to mature in order to remain relevant in meeting the current need. It doesn't matter if you work for a Fortune 500, that's a global company, or a local nonprofit, the profiles are always the same. At the lower levels of the organization, you see a lot of diversity, but the higher up you go, there's less representation. We work with clients to transform their views by understanding where they have the greatest opportunity to enhance their policies, practices, and procedures. In other words, we're not your typical diversity trainers. We're coming in and we're actually working with leaders to gain buy-in to do the work that needs to be done to produce more equitable and inclusive outcomes for all. Each of us has a lens that we use to view the world. Our lens is shaped by our own lived experiences and the experiences of those that raised us. Calibrate today so that you can see more clearly tomorrow. Thank you.
So now we will have questions from our judges. We'll get them popped back up. I really love the glasses tilted in. Very nice touches. All right. Who wants to go first from our judges? Don't make me pick someone. Oh, I think we might have one in the chat. Okay, Bill has a question. Clarion, see the glasses. All right, love it. What is your competitive advantage over traditional D&I practices?
Thank you so much for asking that question. I'm the competitive advantage. I am the product. Calibrated Lens is not just a company, but a brand that's synonymous with excellence. I've had extensive experience leading this work within organizations, and I mentioned that we're not just trainers. I'm a diversity strategist. I've worked in global brands advancing this work, and I know what works and what doesn't. I know what it looks like to check a box and actually get in and transform operations. I think the other competitive advantage that I bring to the table in leading this work is that I've visited over 30 countries, over 6 continents, looking to understand how people experience connection and belonging. All of these are things that I bring into the work. For example, the race and reconciliation work that I observed and experienced in South Africa, I bring back and share with teams that are looking to heal through this racial discourse that we're currently experiencing. I'm actively working with clients. I've got great relationships across the nation, but I would love to connect more and be able to expand my offerings to reach more clients with better, quality services.
Great question from Bill. Thank you. And yes, Rico.
So this was phenomenal. My question is about the end goal. So if I'm an executive at Toyota and we brought your company in, what are we getting in the end? What is the end goal? When does that relationship end? And what does that package look like for us to be able to execute?
Absolutely. So a few things. My goal is not to keep coming back. My goal is to work with leaders to enhance their confidence and their competence at being able to lead through a lens of racial equity and inclusion. So at the end of an engagement, it would depend on what it is you contracted with me to do. Prime example, I could work with your teams to assemble a task force within your organization, representative of leaders from each of the functional areas, and create an action plan that leaders could then continue to implement over time with metrics and KPIs to inform whether or not you're meeting the goal that were set or you're falling behind and where you might have opportunities. And that's just one example. It really depends on if I'm facilitating a dialogue, it might be a thematic report that highlights where you have the greatest opportunity to transform your internal operations based on the voice of your internal or external customer.
Great.
Great questions and great job, Jennifer. Calibrated Lens. Oh man, there is some tough work for the judges. I do not envy their job tonight. Very, very difficult decisions to make. So again, everyone has been doing such a phenomenal job tonight on their pitches. I want to remind you, we had 4 students who were not delivering pitches, but they are graduating. And we want to let you know about our final of those 4, his business. So his name is James Evans, and it is Trey Unlimited LLC. And he says a big problem today is that men with beards do not have an all-natural product that eliminates smelly and untamed beards. Tray Unlimited has come up with a solution that solves all of these problems with one product, Onyx Beard Cologne. So that's Tray Unlimited. Keep your eye out for his products as well. And there is James. All right, so we're gonna get to our next graduate and pitcher. His name is Ryan Forney. He's the owner of Rhino Sauce Company. Welcome, Ryan.
Good evening, everyone. So 13 years ago, when I moved to Cincinnati, I led a summer camp for youth in the West End. During one of our daily discussions, the topic of family dinners came up, whether at home or out to eat. With the camp of over 100 kids, I was shocked to learn that many of them did not sit down to have dinner with their families at home or out to eat, and the equivalent of it was McDonald's, Burger King, or the like. This experience had a lasting impact on me. It was one of the inspirations for starting Rhino Sauce Company. It was important that I created something that brought people together. Our sauces are made with premium ingredients, and that's at our core, that we use natural sugars and real fruits. It is important that we also use only 12 ingredients in each of our sauces. Our sauces are not filled with dyes, high fructose corn syrup, preservatives, additives. None of that stuff is in it. Use all natural ingredients, 12 ingredients or less in each sauce. Remember sauces like your grandma's gravy that nobody ever made right, or dad's secret concoction? They just made the meal better. They brought everything together. They sparked conversation. They brought life to the room. We desire to help you bring family together, friends, coworkers, birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations, spontaneous get-togethers, meals with coworkers. That's our desire with Rhino Sauce Company. We hope to impact families and friends and even strangers. So today, I hope that you never let another meal pass you by without Rhino Sauce Company sauce on your table. It will be a good addition to every dish. Each sauce is very versatile. It pairs well with beef, pork, chicken, fish, and vegetables across the board. So once again, I'm Ryan Forney. I represent Rhino Sauce Company. You can find me on Facebook at Rhino Sauce Company, or you can email me at rhinosauceco@gmail.com. Thank you.
All right, Ryan, great job. Rhino Sauce Company. And Ryan is ready for questions from our wonderful judges. And of course, if anyone feels inclined to go first, feel free to raise your hand or toss it in the chat and we will get to it there.
I just have a comment. I just really wish I could taste some right now on something.
Well, he did his job. That's what you want any food entrepreneur to do. Okay, we do have a question from Bill. We'll go ahead and read that. I really like the idea of connecting family. How will you express that through branding and naming of your products? I can't stop thinking about grandma's gravy. Me too, Bill. All right, Ryan, that's you.
Well, I think that obviously that's the core, one of the inspirations why I started the company. So through the marketing and through the branding, more so through the marketing, I want to present that image of just bringing people together and people being in a room and sharing conversation and having that sauce be the highlight, right? To me, sauce is the finishing touch to any dish, right? I mean, if you think about macaroni and cheese, right, it's a cheese sauce. We don't think about it like that. But macaroni and cheese is a cheese sauce, and everybody loves it. And when you have a really good macaroni and cheese, just like a good sauce, you never forget it. So that's kind of how I want to connect those moments with family and friends and coworkers, just to create those marketing images that people can see that this is what the sauce will present.
Great question. Thank you, Bill. And we have about 35 seconds left if anyone wants to ask one more question. Yes, Dudley?
So unfortunately, since we can't taste these sauces, I'm wondering, what do you think is the closest kind of next best sauce that you can kind of compare this to that we can think about?
You know, I actually thought about this for the last few weeks, and I can, truth be told, and I only say this because I'm a sauce connoisseur myself, and most sauces are filled with a whole bunch of stuff. And because I only provide 12 ingredients and all my ingredients are natural, there's not a big market for that type of sauce. Most of them are filled with all kind of things, but I think the closest would probably be Sweet Baby Ray's if I had to say anything.
Cool. Thank you.
Question. All right, let's give it up for Ryan Forney, Rhino Sauce Company. Woo! All right, now I want macaroni and cheese and sauce. So not just the sauce. Don't stop there. I would like some sides to go with the sauce. All right. Can you believe it? We only have one more student and pitcher left. We're already toward the end. So we have one final student to give her pitch. Very excited. Please welcome at this time, Tasha Love, owner of It's the Small Things Event Planning. Welcome, Tasha.
Hello, my name is Tasha Love, and I own It's the Small Things, or ITST. ITST is an event planning company where we take a client's vision for a personal or professional event and seamlessly execute it in an unforgettable way. We at ITST make event details and logistics worry-free. I've had the opportunity to work in corporate America for 20 years in various IT project leader roles. Some of the things that I did while in those roles were to create, plan, and execute events for the companies that I work for. Some of the things, during that time, my time in corporate America, I was able to acquire what I believe is one of the most specialized skills that one can possess as a project leader, and that is the ability to take a large, complex project or event, to break that down into small details, to assign those details to the right people, and then to follow up to make sure that those people execute. And that's why we call our business It's the Small Things. Few other event planners will have such a broad background and access to a variety of corporate clients, both as an employee and as a business partner. We provide high-level professional planning to match the unique needs for your special day. I welcome the opportunity to discuss ideas for your next event with myself, Tasha Love. I can be reached at plove@itsthings.net. Judges, are there any events on the immediate horizon that you'd like to chat about?
All right, Tasha Love. Great job. Woo! Okay, now we will take questions from our amazing judges. Yes, Ashley's ready.
Yeah. So my question is, great job. So you mentioned one of the things that makes you stand out is connection to corporate clients. What would you say is something else that makes your organization stand out between other event planning companies?
I think one of the things that we do when we sit down and meet with a client is we get an understanding for what they want to leave a client with. And then we take that and we try to put that in something to take home. So I had an event for a mayor's conference, and one of the things that they did during the mayor's conference is to make sure to have scriptures and every client to take home. So on their graduation dinner, they had swag bags, and all of the swag bags had ideas and events that from the 10-week class, but also had information that made you connect with the couple that put on the conference in the first place.
Great question. Thank you. And I think we did have one pop up from Bill, so I'll read that. Event planning is a relationship-based business model. How will you find new customers?
Really just word of mouth and experience. So a lot of things that we do is we try to have our clients provide testimonials and word of mouth, reaching out by word of mouth, reaching out to the clients that I have currently to see if they have any other businesses or companies that they would provide that have events on the horizon. So basically word of mouth and conferences.
Great question. Thank you so much, Bill, and thank you, Ashley, for that question as well. Let's give it up for our final pitcher tonight, Tasha Love, with Small Things Event Planning. Hey, all right, can you believe it? It's our final pitcher. So at this time, we are going to move forward with our graduation ceremony. So this is where we really get to honor this class quarantine and celebrate all of the hard work that they put in over these last 15 weeks. So at this time, I'm going to bring forward our class facilitators. Please welcome Erica Gray and Chelsea Alexander. And we also had Kimberly Johnson as a facilitator as well, and she is joining us online. So please welcome Erica and Chelsea.
Hey everybody.
How's everyone doing?
All right. So my name is Chelsea Alexander. I'm the co-facilitator with Erica. And I want to just say congratulations to Quarantine. Every cohort I've been a part of has been special for a variety of reasons, but this one is a bit self-explanatory. We've got a virtual learning environment that wasn't expected, a global pandemic that was definitely not expected. And to watch these guys thrive and do such an outstanding job has been wonderful to watch. So congratulations to you, Quarantine.
Yeah, so just a huge congratulations for them and their dedication and sticking through the unknown. This was our first cohort, like Chelsea said, being virtual, and everybody really was present. They remained present, and they did such a wonderful job, and I can't wait for their businesses to come to market. So looking forward to supporting all of our entrepreneurs.
Awesome. All right, let's get started. So the first graduate is Mr. Ryan Forney.
Up next is James Evans, owner of Trade Unlimited LLC.
Okay, next up is Ms. Chantel Collins, owner of Cable.
Up next is Jordan Marshall, owner of the Club Market.
Congratulations. All right. Next graduate is Ms. Jen Ingram, owner of Caliber.
Up next is Annette Waters, owner of 1122.
All right. Next up is Daphne Thomas, owner of Material.
Up next is Nicole Main, owner of Cocoa Sugar Naturals, and she is virtual.
Yay! All right. And up next is Miss Ariel Nelson, owner of Saturday Morning Vibes. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Up next is Brittney Smith, owner of Queen City Skate.
All right. And up next is Miss Rita Wade, owner of Be Essential Learning.
Come through, Queen. Up next is Rita Mullins, owner of Holistic Brand.
Congratulations. Okay, up next is Miss Tasha Love, owner of It's the Small Things Event Planning.
Last but not least, Naomi Sayons, owner of Pigeon LLC. So congratulations, another round of applause, all of our graduates. And I know they already told you a little bit about the Mortar Entrepreneurial Light Award. Talking with these masses. So I would like to congratulate
congratulate James Evan of Trade Unlimited LLC. Yes. Congratulations, this is yours. Take that with you, beautiful award with your name on there. So
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
absolutely, thank you for all you did for this.
Get some water. It's a great program. Be here.
Thank you. So everyone's in, we're still spaced out. So I just want you to know you're gonna hear a lot more noise, of course, as we just finished our graduation. So again, congratulations to Foreign Team. I'm so proud of every single one in this class. So at this time, we'd like to bring forward a previous winner of our Judges' Choice competition during Mortar's Pitch Night. I'd like to welcome Chris Dudley, and he's gonna tell you a little bit about his story of going through the program. Please welcome Chris.
First, I want to start by saying congratulations to the 2020 Mortar graduating class number 22. All of you have etched yourself in history, so be proud of the business power move that you guys have made and just relish in this moment and be proud. Like she said, my name is Chris Dudley Sr. I'm the owner and operator of Conventional Alignment. We are a sewer pipelining company. Not quite a year ago, I was sitting in the same position as each and every one of you. Myself and my graduating class number 21, the Brothers Vanguard, we just completed the Mortar program, and it was time to put up or shut up. I felt like there was a lot of pressure to go out there and produce and just put into play all the things that you will learn throughout the course. So there was a lot of pressure. Prior to that, I attended an NAACP banquet event to where Mortar was being honored for their savvy business acumen and just building healthy relationships and businesses within the community. So that night I made a choice to get involved with the program and just made the choice to be better, to become a true entrepreneur, to take a chance on my dreams and visions, just to make it a reality. All of you have done the same, is making a choice to become entrepreneurs. Now, there is a process, and we all know the classes can be tough, even for the most disciplined entrepreneurs. So I did struggle in the class. I had my good days and I had my bad days, which we all have had. On the good days where we come short, we try to pick ourselves up, but we still try to strive to become better throughout the whole process. But when we do strive and we do push through, like all of everybody has done in this class, we choose to become successful. I'm now owning and operating my own company. I'm the co-founder of Cubajon Clothing, and I'm also a prominent partner of Flex by King, a creative branding agency. I'll leave everybody with this. Average is a choice. Greatness is a choice. There is no magic. We all just make the decisions we make. So you get what you tolerate or what you strive for. Thank you.
All right, thank you to Christopher Dudley for sharing with us about his experience going through Mortar and just offering some words of encouragement for our amazing graduates tonight. So at this time, I'd like to welcome our development manager here at Mortar, Vic Mullins, to tell you a little bit more about what we're doing with our work. So please welcome Vic.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for our graduation for our 22nd cohort quarantine. For the last 6 years, Mortar has been working diligently to support entrepreneurs just like the ones who are graduating tonight. We work really hard in local neighborhoods to make sure that minority entrepreneurs have the tools that they need to start their businesses and run them successfully. To date, we have over 270 graduates. 64% of our graduates are women, 84% are African American, and about 64% of them are still in business after our 6 years as an organization. If you'd like to join Mortar and help to support these entrepreneurs, please feel free to text Mortar to 44321, or you can donate through Cash App at $WeAreMortar. Again, we want to thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you to all of our supporters, and have a wonderful evening.
Thanks for sticking with us. We so appreciate you being here with us for Life's a Pitch. It's such an exciting night, a culmination of a lot of hard work and dedication on the part of these students and graduates and pitchers. And again, we're doing something for the first time tonight that we've never done before, doing a virtual pitch night. So a lot of adjusting going on here. So we appreciate your excitement with us, your engagement with us, and of course, giving us grace as well. At this time, I'd like to welcome Mortar co-founder and executive director, Alan Woods. Welcome, Alan.
Good evening. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this live stream. I know that this is different. Everything is different in the world. Everything has had to pivot, and it's no different for Mortar. We have had to shift strategically in this process, and we've encouraged our entrepreneurs to do the same thing. This class was initially supposed to start on March 16th, and as we know, that was impossible, considering that we typically do our classes face-to-face around the table, but we were able to quickly pivot thanks to my amazing staff here at Mortar. We were making that adjustment. We moved it to virtually, and it has since then given us some ideas on how we can continue to move forward in this process. So we want to take time out to thank all of our supporters, our sponsors. We want to thank US Bank for being a sponsor of this pitch night. We want to thank SCORE for providing all of the mentorship to every single participant that has come through our program. And we want to thank you for all of the donations that you've made during this process, and to all of our graduates, because at some point, we're going to find out really soon what those donations have done in the wake of making our People's Choice person. So I want to, at this time, make an announcement of our Judge's Choice winner for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Chantel. I'll let you hold it in a second, but you get to give the victory speech, and then, yeah.
Okay, so real quick, I just want to give a special thank you to my inspiration, my love, my son, Michael. Mommy couldn't do none of this without you. My amazing family, my mother, my father, my brother, my fiance, my soon-to-be in-laws, my makeup artist, Rachel, my website designer, Monica, my photographer, Doris, everyone, especially my classmates. We held each other accountable online through this entire process, and I'm just so thankful for this experience. I'm thankful to Alan and the whole crew, but I could have done none of this without God, faith, and consistency, so I'm just grateful.
All right. Okay, so exciting. I should have a bell or a something. Cowbell? Yeah. I feel like I should have a toy or something to share, but I don't. So you just have to take my excitement for it. All right. So our next award is going to be presented by Chelsea Alexander. She's going to come forward now to present her Resiliency Award. So please welcome Chelsea.
Hey everybody, back again. Okay. All right, hey everybody. So I get the honor and pleasure of announcing the first ever Resiliency Award recipient. And so I would like for Miss Annette Waters to please come forward. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Do I say something? Yes.
Thank you guys. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is hard. But thank you guys. It's been so different. But I thank you, Chelsea, because she's so informative. And I've been an entrepreneur for the longest, but I feel like helping me with my business concept, teachers, my classmates have been great. And Mortar is a great program for anybody. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you have an idea, it's a great program, you know. So yes, thank you.
I'm not going to hit y'all with no special dances or nothing, but I am here to tell you who the People's Choice winner is. We understand that the People's Choice is based on the people. So you guys at home have selected this individual through all of your donations for them. So they will receive the total of your donations. Every person that you donated to will receive the total of their donations. And this person will additionally also receive $1,000 from our organization, courtesy of U.S. Bank. So we are thankful for that. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for a People's Choice winner, Nicole May.
Yay! Okay, I was screaming and I was on mute. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. I am so happy. I want to thank, first of all, my family. They have been so supportive of me. I take over the kitchen all the time, and I won't let anyone in because I can't have them in there while I'm doing my husband calls me a mad scientist. So while I'm being a mad scientist, I can't have anyone in my space. So I am just so grateful. Thank you, Mortar, for this opportunity. Okay, I'm almost in tears. So this has just been the greatest experience. I am so grateful, and I'm ready to hit the ground running. So just thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you again, everyone, so much for joining us tonight for our first ever virtual pitch night, Life's a Pitch. We want to encourage you to continue to support Mortar. Many of you have been longtime supporters. Some of you may be new supporters, and we're so grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to financially support Mortar, you can text to give. Just text Mortar to 44321 because we simply can't do this work without your support. So we thank you. We want to thank our sponsors again tonight. We want to thank U.S. Bank. We want to thank SCORE. We'd like to thank all of our board members for their commitment and hard work and time and energy throughout the year. And we want to shout out the incredible Mortar staff as well for working incredibly hard also. So thank you all so much. Please stay tuned with Mortar. Follow us online at We Are Mortar, and we'll see you again soon. My name is Kyla Woods. Thank you.